Hey there, guys. All right, so we basically have one day, actually just a few hours before our AP test. So I did want to stop by and just share a video with you guys, just motivating you guys and getting you kind of like ready for what's to come your way. I know that you've been taking a lot of AP exams, and it takes a lot on your end to get through this, and I am totally aware of this. But I also know that you also have what it takes in order to get through this one exam successfully. Remember, all you have to do is define the words and then connect them to the scenario that they give you. I know that everybody can actually get through this test successfully, being that you have the opportunity to actually have open notes during this exam. If you didn't know the definition, you could totally look and check to see what it is, and then just talk about it, defining your own terms, and then relate it to the scenario given. Do not hesitate to reach out if you guys need anything before tomorrow, the test day. I cannot communicate with you guys at all tomorrow. So if there are any questions, remember we are going to meet today, and we're meeting later on during 3 to 4 p.m. So if you have any questions, just keep that in mind. I'll be posting this video before that. So hopefully it reaches you before the time, so that way you have some questions formulated for me and we can get through that session successfully. But ultimately, guys, I just wanted to stop and tell you that not to worry, not to get nervous, although being nervous is a good thing during an exam. Being nervous actually gets us prepared for the fight or flight response that we've been talking about all semester, and it enables you to actually be more apt to take the test and successfully get through it. So do not do not see it as a negative thing. It's always good to be nervous a little bit, so that way you can perform better on your exam. It's not good to be overly nervous, because if you're overly nervous, then it really does not help you at all. It defeats the purpose, and it kind of throws you off, and then you begin, psyching yourself out. But guys, um, nonetheless, I'm not going to wish you luck, because I know that you have the skills that you need in order to be successful in this exam. I just want to get you to be able to perform on the exam. So just push through it. Just perform as we did through the practices throughout the year and throughout this virtual learning experience. Think about how we delivered the responses and how we explained and how we kind of came together as a class to tackle down these kinds of activities that you'll see tomorrow. But do not worry. Remember, tests do not determine your future. They simply give you a rough estimate as to where you're at as a scholar and where you need to be headed towards. So if you get a 1, remember that's okay. If you get a 2, that's college ready. If you get a 3, you actually get college credit, depending on the university. A 4 as well, and a 5 is a perfect score. So try to aim for a 5, that way you get a 4, or try to aim for a 4 so that way you get a 3. We actually know who we are at this point. We know, hey, as a student, I got myself a 1, and this is what I need to do. Or as a student, I got a 3 on the mock exam, and this is what I need to do in order to keep ascending or stay with the same grade. But do not see it as a negative experience. Just completely face this experience as a scholar. Get used to the feeling, because it's going to come your way next year a lot more, and it's going to be a lot more intense as well. So without further ado, guys, just simply give it your all on the exam. And if you have any questions, please reach out today, because I cannot speak to you tomorrow at all. Have a great day.